What up, though? It's People Champ 1983. Back with you with another review on Friday Night SmackDown. Thank y'all for joining me on this premiere. You are the real MVP. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Thank y'all for don't forget to hit the like button for your boy for the algorithm. Don't forget to leave a comment in the comment section down below. Let everybody know you are here. And don't forget to subscribe for more future live streams and videos like this. And also share this video with your friends and family so they too know that the People Champ 1983 drop videos on a daily basis between 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast. That's 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 1 o'clock West Coast. If not, then it's definitely going to go up. For the West Coast, 7 p.m. For the West Coast, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock West Coast. 7 o'clock East Coast. West Coast, 4 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 7 o'clock. 4 o'clock West Coast, 7 o'clock Eastern. As you can see, we're doing this for the West Coast because that's what time it is. It is 4:07, right, on the West Coast. So that means on the East Coast, it is 7:07. That means that we are 3 hours ahead of the West Coast. So keep that in mind. If I don't come up with a video if I don't come up with a video by 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 7 o'clock p.m. West Coast. So that's what I always says. Keep your notification bell and hit it on all so you won't miss any of my upcoming live streams and videos like this. So we kick off Friday Night SmackDown with the Bloodline 2.0 with none other than Solo. So Solo says this. And the fans chant ODC, ODC, ODC. Columbia, South Carolina. Acknowledge me. Steering the catchphrase of Roman Reigns as the fans boo him in the arena of South Carolina. Then you say Solo says, before he got interrupted by the fans, as they began to say, you suck, you suck, you suck, you suck. Then began to say, Solo sucks, Solo sucks. He said, you better get used to saying this because you're looking at the present and the future, says Solo. Then he says, you're looking at the bloodline. And you're looking at the tribal chief, says Solo. Then he says, you see, I'm the man that created a bigger and stronger family. I'm the man that created a bigger and stronger bloodline. Yeah, I did. And Roman Reigns can't do nothing about it, says Solo. Jimmy can't do nothing about it either. Oh, and check this out. And then Jimmy go to Monday Night Raw and they tried to get Jay's help, but they're the one nothing to do with it either, says Solo. Meanwhile, the fans are trying to say, yeet, 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 yeet. No, and then that's when Solo says, no yeet. That's exactly what Roman Reigns has said to Jimmy Uso. That's exactly why Jey Uso turned down the offer of Jimmy to rejoin the original tribal chief and Jimmy Uso to take on the new bloodline. And he said, no yeet. Solo began to say, we will continue to have the Roman Reigns, unless he does one thing. We will continue to have the Roman Reigns unless he does one thing. Unless he comes down to the ring by the end of the night and acknowledge me. So look like Solo says, only thing that Roman Reigns needs to do is to acknowledge me, and this will be all over with. Do you think that Roman Reigns is going to one day cave into Solo and acknowledge him as the new tribal chief? Only time will tell, right? Then supposedly, the theme music of Jey Uso pops up, and then here comes the Intercontinental Champion of Monday Night Raw, making a surprise appearance on to Friday Night SmackDown as your main event, Jey Uso, making his way into the crowd, as you guys can see. Before we begin, ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that what time it is, and that is, we are 3 minutes away for 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time. 4:20 p.m. West Coast time, my bad. 4:20 p.m. West Coast. We know we like to do it unscripted here on this channel, but here we go. Less than 3 minutes away for 4:20 p.m. on the West Coast. So if you look at the time, it's exactly what you see on your current clock. It is exactly 4:17 p.m. So that means how everybody gets yourself ready, how everybody is bowled up or has bowled up. Make sure your bowls is packed, your bong is packed. Make sure that you are charged up for your steezies, your plug and plays, and your puff codes. Make sure all of them are charged up. Make sure your pencils charged up as well. Make sure you have everything from your gummies, your edibles. Make sure you have everything charged up, and make sure you got your drink ready to stay hydrated through the sets. We here on the Sunday. We here watching Friday Night SmackDown review. This is Assassin Sunday while reviewing Friday Night SmackDown. As you can see, we still got a little bit left of that juicy fruit. Just a little bit. But we're gonna make it work. So, hope everybody doing well physically, mentally, and emotionally this day. And stop like kings and queens last night and having a great Sunday. And hope this review makes your day a lot better. Hope you have a great weekend. If not, then hope the rest of the day brings joy into your life. So, we all got 1 more minute away, guys. So, make sure everything is ready because we're about to hop aboard the smoke train that's about to be here in a few seconds. As you can see, I got the lights on very bright so you guys can see me, even though the background looks like I'm in the complete dark. But thanks to my lights, you guys can still see me loud and clear and in 4K resolution, 60 frames per second. But enough talk, because why? It is time, once again, for everybody to come aboard the smoke train. As you can see, 4:20 p.m. Eastern Time, West Coast Time, 7 p.m., 7:20 p.m. Eastern Time. Cheers, gang. Thank you for doing me on this Sunday. I don't know if you guys can see the smoke, but that's the smoke coming out. Oh my god. Because why? Because we want all the smoke. It's just me, Oos. Damn, why it's just me, Oos. Damn, why it's just me, Oos. Damn, why it's nobody can down like this. Woohoo! So he got the microphone and said this to his little brother. Jey Uso, main event, Intercontinental Champion. The fan chant, yeet. What's up, little brother? Look up in his eyes. It says, it's been a minute. I promise, I'm not out here to fight you. And at the end of the day, I still care about you. You're still my little brother. Look, he says, Jimmy and Roman ain't not here yet. So I came out here to talk to you one-on-one, oos to oos. He says, but think about it. What you are doing. Think about what you are doing to the family. Think about what you are doing to the bloodline, said Oos. He says, don't nobody got bigger issues with women than I do. But to run into a family like this ain't it, man. I left the family, Oos. I left to be my own man. I left the Raw, and I became the Intercontinental Champion, little brother, said Jimmy Uso, which is exactly what he did. He became the Intercontinental Champion, while the rest ended up being taken out by Solo. He says, maybe what the fans are saying, you deserve it. You deserve it. He said, look, Oos, playing over the Uber father, Oos, is not it. That right there is earned, not taken. You know better. But if you want to end women's power, then do it. Just don't divide the family while you're doing it, says Jey Uso. He says, are you done to waste my time? Says Solo. Huh? You come out here and you're yeet. Who said anything about dividing the family? I'm not trying to divide the family. I'm trying to unite the family, says Solo. He says, and stop calling me your little brother. I'm your tribal chief now, says Solo. And I'll always have a place for you and woman in my bloodline. But all you have to do is acknowledge me, said Solo. I don't want you to follow Jimmy's footsteps because look what they got him. So are you in? Or are you out? So it looks like he gave him an ultimatum to Jey Uso. So his response to that is, we about to be updating OTC. He said, man, look, what you're saying is true. And you try to, you're not a bloodline. Then why you try to go get them? Why you have to go get them, Oos? Tamka? What you got to go get Jacob? There's a reason why we stay away from them. And he can say a name like that, I'm gonna knock his ass out. Staring to the eyes of Jacob as Jey Uso. Meanwhile, Solo is holding back Jacob. As you guys can see. Then Jey Uso says, no, I'm not here for that. Forget all that. Next time I see you, Oos, it's going to be different. Yeet. Meanwhile, Solo is holding back Jacob by to put hands on Jey Uso. Even the announcers were saying, what do you guys think Jey Uso meant when he says, the next time I see you, it's going to be different. Meaning that it's not going to be any talking. It's going to be nothing but these hands, boom. Do you guys think that what he meant? Because that's exactly what that didn't happen, thanks to Solo holding back Jacob Fatu. What do you guys think about what was said about Jey Uso in the comment section down below? Why? Because we want to hear from not just you, but you, and you. Then we have ourselves a first match, and it's for the #1 contender spot for the tag team championships. Remember, it was the tag team champions that were complaining about not being defending the championship. But the Atlas was complaining about the tag teams not being defending the tag team championships. So that's why this tournament is being taking place between 3 different tag teams. We have Pretty Deadly, we have DIY, and we have the Street Profits in this tag team series, Triple Threat series, to find out who's going to be the #1 contender for the WWE World Tag Team Championships. As you can see, we got B-Fab at ringside because the Hurt Business is no longer in business thanks to your COO, Triple H, and he's failed to re-sign Bobby Lashley and MVP. And who knows what is going to happen with Omos, because Omos was managed by MVP, since MVP and Bobby Lashley, along with Shelton Benjamin, now part of AEW, as Shelton Benjamin has made his debut on Dynamite. We're going to talk about that on tomorrow's live stream or video. So stay tuned for that. And now, feedback, along with the 2 Profits, are left with only 3 members. So what happened was is that Montez Ford got hung on the top turnbuckle by one of the members of Pretty Deadly. He makes a tag, then goes on to the Montez Ford. They both want to go to a double team suplex, but then he comes Angelo Dawkins, knocking down. Wilson falls to the floor, and then both go for a tattoo move. Doomsday Blockbuster by the Street Profits. Chopping and go Gandom covered 1, 2, 3. But Montez Ford was pinning the other guy, the blind, by Tommaso Ciampa was covering the guy in the brown hair for the 1, 2, 3. And then at first we didn't know who won because Montez Ford and Tommaso Ciampa were both pinning Pretty Deadly. So everybody was like, They're not. So the referee says that Tommaso Ciampa pinned the illegal man. Montez Ford did not. So therefore, she declared that DIY has won this first round tournament to move on to the next round to become #1 contenders for the WWE Tag Team Championships. As you guys can see, Montez Ford, along with Angelo Dawkins, along with B-Fab, was very, very pissed to hear that they didn't win after all, like they thought. Then you see this car coming through the backstage area. It was playing Travis Scott. It was bumping Travis Scott. It was none other than Jimmy Uso and Roman Reigns, OTC. He said the dude Travis Scott is late. I think I heard about it before. And then Roman Reigns says, that's because it ain't out yet. He's like, I do. And then he sees Jey Uso. He was like, what's happening? Jey Uso was like, man, get out of here. Roman Reigns says, as Jey Uso starts to leave, grab his arm and says, I'm proud of you. We all are. And then he's like, Jey Uso said, man, no yeet. And exactly what Roman Reigns said last week to Jimmy Uso is, no yeet. And then that's what Roman Reigns says, I told you this wouldn't work. And we end up walking up backstage, seeing Nia Jax talking to Tiffany Stratton. And she says, on the phone, speak up, I can hear you. Well, you mean you had this look, Tissy? Now it's not the time to abandon me. Liv Morgan and her crazy boyfriend are trying to become the first ever Crown champion. If they had Naomi on my back, but tonight I could teach you a lesson, but now that you have this sniffles, Nick Aldis going to have to catch the match. And then Anna says, the cats. And then that's when Nick Anna says, the match not canceled. She's like, excuse me? No, the match not canceled. And then she was like, shut up, Tiffany. But my brother's sick. So this is like, Nia, she meant to have to deep thought about herself. So the solution is find somebody else. And she's like, who else? And then that's when Candice LeRae come in. And she's like, excuse you, sorry Nia, but we can't help him here, but you need a tag partner tonight. And I am the first ever women's speed champion, so champion. I really wouldn't mind helping out. And then it says champion, smell that money to me. It's like, that's my perfume. But we're gonna look at that. It's booked. And then she said, Nia Jax, you better hold your end of the bargain, or I will end you. And then it would take me less than 3 minutes. Said to Candice LeRae. The next match, we got ourselves a women's singles match between Piper Nevins versus NXT's own Lash Legend. By the way, we got the WWE Tag Team Champions, Women's Tag Team Champions, and as you guys can see right there, in Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. And by the way, what you guys think about the new hairstyle of Jade Cargill? If you guys can see, would you guys give it a yay or a nay of Jade Cargill's new hairstyle? Yay or nay? Let me know, guys know in the comments down below. Hey, ladies. But in this match instead, you see Chelsea Green try to interfere in this match against with Last Legend. Last Legend tried to give her the right hand. Chelsea Green ducks. And then that's what Jackson ends up knocking her over the barricade. Then she ended up getting head from behind by Piper Nevins. And then Piper Nevins went out for the second rope, went for the splash, misses. And then Lacey moved out of the way. And then she turned around. Last Legend topples Piper Nevins. Look at the strength of Piper Nevins. Last Legend into the cover. Looks like 1, 2, 3. Last Legend was the win. You see the massive strength of Last Legend, and she's able to put Piper Nevins over her back with that slam for the 1, 2, 3. Here's your winners, Last Legend. What do you guys think about the oppressive strength of Last Legend, and she was able to pick her up and get her first victory on Friday Night SmackDown? As you guys can see, Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill was also not just surprised, but also just as impressed as everyone else in the South Carolina. And Last Legend and Chicago Jackson was looking for those tag team championships against Bianca Belair and Jade Cargill. Thanks to the interference of Chelsea Green and Piper Nevins, but she was able to get the upper advantage of Piper Nevins with that victory, as you guys see here. And we see backstage is the 150 carats of diamonds within that Crown Jewel Championship being carried by not one, but 2 people, and also was led by another person as they walked down to the ring to present the first ever Crown Jewel Champion between Cody Rhodes and Gunter. So it looks like they're going to bring out into the ring. Let's find out what it's all about. Okay, so it looks like Cody Rhodes is about to come out, and let's see what Cody Rhodes and what he has to say. Nice SmackDown that was in Columbia, South Carolina. Then we head backstage with the OTC Roman Reigns and Jimmy Uso. He's like, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "So he said, why are you right there?" He's like, "What are you doing? You're not the wise man." But I'm not. But listen, I'm just trying to relax you. I still think we need to talk to Brother Jay. He said, "I think the wise man was here. This will be done by now." I'm not talking about Jay. We saw Jay. He said, "We made it clear. It don't matter. Look, I give you a shot. You try. I'm trying to do it my way. I'm gonna fix this tonight." He's like, Jimmy Uso said, "How the hell are you going to do that?" Roman Reigns says, "I'm going to acknowledge Solo." Do you really think that Roman Reigns is going to acknowledge Solo as the tribal chief? Let me guys know in the comments down below. If you did, cut SmackDown, by the way. Here comes the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes, as he heads down to the ring. And let's see what he has to say. He says, "A very wise individual recently said to me, when it comes to the pantheon of top men and top women in professional wrestling, who will be the next leader? He said that the next one doesn't always look like the last one. It's been a cool I've been thinking about quite a bit lately. But in regards to this Crown Jewel Championship, it's not about the next one. It's not about the last one. It's about who is going to be the first one. So many what ifs in the history of our sport. I'll take it down that road. What if the NWA World Champion Harley Race fought against the WWF with British Sammartino? What if the AWA's Maybach Winkle went against the Nation Boy with Flair? Champion versus champion. What if WCW's Bill Goldberg fought Stone Cold Steve Austin? And often when these winners took fruition, the outcome was not always satisfactory, or clear out, if you will. When it comes to Crown Jewel, at the end of that night, there will be a definitive Crown Jewel champion. Again, champion versus champion. I am not going to stand here and disparage my opponent, Raw Sport Heavyweight Champion Gunther. Why there is respected by his peers and legends alike, brother can chop a tree down with his bare hands. Most men who walk those hallways are terrified of Gunther. I'm not. But even if I was, I wouldn't bet against me. Why would I think that I am leaving Crown Jewel as champion? Well, for starters, look at this thing. Corey Graves been talking about it all night on color commentary, one of the beautifully designed title belts in the history of our sport. But beauty is only skin deep. In the last 2+ years, you and I, the WWE audience, pro wrestling fans alike, we have got to know each other every night. So you know when I came back to WWE, I wanted to take the John Cena schedule. I wanted to take that model. And by God, we did that schedule. Hell, we even added to that schedule. I have bled, I have sweat, I have paid the price, and I have not foolish enough to think that I'm done paying the price. But it's been, says Cody Rhodes, it's almost skin deep. The real reason that I think that I'm leaving Crown Jewel as champion. She's sitting at home right now. She's about 3 foot tall, and I need for her to know that when my bones turn to dust, my name will be attached to this title as its first champion. I need her to know that the name was given to me is the same name that was given to her, and it will be matter. She will know you play the game not to lose, but to play to win, says Cody Rhodes. And he says, now, I'd like to invite next Friday on SmackDown the World Heavyweight Champion Gunther to stand in this ring with me. I'd like to ask him what his reason for all of this are, and I'd like to look him in the eyes and say, hey, champ, what do you want to talk about? And mic drop. What you got to think about that bold statement made by Cody Rhodes as he wants to talk to Gunther to find out what he wants to talk about. And we all know what he wants to talk about. Becoming the first ever Crown Jewel champion, as you got to save 150 carats of diamonds. You got to save. That's the most magnificent title we have seen in WWE history. And either Gunther or Cody Rhodes get to walk out of Saudi Arabia. What that first, be the first man to hold that championship around his waist. Guys, let me guys know what you guys think about the statement that was being made by Cody Rhodes. So the next statement is none other than with Kevin Owens, and before he makes his speech, they show a footage of what happened last week when, like behind the scenes of Randy Orton being attacked by none other than Kevin Owens. And then you see people try to break him up and stop Kevin Owens from attacking Randy Orton. So now we have Kevin Owens explaining why he did what he did. He says, I've been in WWE for about 10 years. Actually, it's been over 10 years just recently. And a lot of ups and downs over those 10 years, but I don't think this ever felt as bad as hold on for a second. A little bit over 10 years. Then he says, just recently, and I had a lot of ups and downs over those 10 years, but I don't think things have ever felt as bad as they were right now. I mean, because WWE officials told me to stay home and not come to work or not come to SmackDown where I belong because of what I did to Cody Rhodes after Bad Blood. It's just so unfair and ridiculous. I mean, look at what we've seen in WWE superstars do each other, in and out of the ring, in the locker room, all the ambush attacks, the beatdowns, and I get told to stay away because I dropped that little golden boy outside of the stupid bus. Come on. And no, I really made me ask myself just how appreciative and valuable I am to the company. That even then I can't even think I can kind of past that, but I can't get over it though. It's what Randy Orton did to me. Randy, I can't believe that you betrayed me like that. You know, you can let people say what they want about me and Kevin Owens doing all this friends, blah blah blah. It doesn't matter. I would have never done that to you ever. Because what I thought what we had was different. And then I just can't believe you picked Cody Rhodes over me. And I gotta be honest with everybody. I don't know what's happening right now, but doing this with respect shown by WWE and Randy breaking my trust like that, I really don't know if or when I can come back. So we gotta think about the statement made by Kevin Owens, say that he might or might not come back to WWE. What happened to him and Randy Orton? Let's not forget that the reason why Randy Orton punched Kevin Owens is because he elbowed him while he was trying to hold him back against Cody Rhodes, and then he gave him a receipt. You guys know what you got to think about the feud that's been going on between Randy Orton and Kevin Owens, and the fact that he might not come back due to the poor treatment he felt that he was given by WWE and Kevin Owens. Let me guys know what you got to think about that in the comment section down below. After that, it's immediately we saw Randy Orton walk into Nick Adness' office, and then he said this to Nick Adness. Look, I don't know who got plans for Kevin Owens. I don't know anyone else have plans for Kevin Owens, but I need to get my hands on Kevin Owens. I want to do it at Crown Jewel. And then he was like, I have the feeling this is going to happen. And then Adness said, I'm sorry, but it's just something that I can do right now. Then Randy Orton said, what do you mean something I can't do right now? Then Adness says, you understand? It's not that I won't. I can't. And when I say I can't, I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I don't think you understand what I'm saying. I'm not asking permission. What I'm saying is, I'm like Kevin Owens at Crown Jewel. And then that's when the Adness says, I don't think you understand. With all due respect, I'm saying I can't because it's coming from above, aka Triple H. Randy Orton says, right. Well, then I guess I'll know who I need to talk to. What do you think about the decision made by Triple H to suspend and fine Kevin Owens, possibly immediately, indefinitely, for what he done to Cody Rhodes and Randy Orton? Let me guys know in the comment section down below. Do you think Kevin Owens do you think Triple H is justified as to suspending and fining Kevin Owens? And that's the reason why Nick Aldis cannot make this match between Kevin Owens and Randy Orton. We got ourselves a second round of the Triple Threat Tag Team Qualifying match. We have A-Town Under. And yeah, by the way, forget about what I said earlier during this review that it's going to be for the West Coast and not the East Coast. Looks like I'm not going to be able to post this until Monday, which is the next day at 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast. At 4 p.m. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock West Coast. Okay, so forget everything that I just said earlier during this video about it's for the West Coast. It is now for the people on the East Coast. So this will go up on Monday, which is today by the time you watch this. 1 o'clock p.m. Eastern, 1 o'clock West Coast. After I'm done on the editing, and after I'm done making it into 4K and then upload it onto YouTube, it will be already past 8, 9. So it's definitely going to go by 7. So look out for this at 4 p.m. Eastern on a Monday, which is right now. And the team of Los Garza with Elektra Lopez, along with the debut of onto WWE, onto Friday Night SmackDown, is the Detroit's own Motor City Machine Guns. What you guys think about this surprise appearance and debut onto Friday Night SmackDown, onto WWE, the Motor City Machine Guns? Whoever used to play them as create a character on WWE games and have Motor City Machine Guns wrestle WWE superstars, or could you download them, put up the create a character along with TNA Arena and also download in the creative character mode. You can download some of people that create the version of TNA wrestlers. So what I would do is download some create the characters TNA version onto 2K13 and play Motor City Machine Guns versus the current WWE superstars at the time. What you guys think about the Motor City Machine Guns and WWE? As you guys can see here, we got Austin Theory hit elbow to Roberto, and then followed by a vertical neckbreaker, dropping Roberto down across his own knee, and turned down under what the goal yet again, and then he onto Alex Shelley, and then they hit him with a double team move onto Austin Theory. Let everybody know where they are about when it comes to tag team, and then followed by a double boot to the face onto Roberto, and then we see Alex Shelley on the top rope, saving, and followed by the splash by Shelley. 1, 2, 3, making Motor City Machine Guns advance into the #1 contender spot for the tag team championships. Here are your winners, Motor City Machine Guns. What you gotta think about Motor City Machine Guns was able to beat and win in that triple threat match to move on to become tag team champions in their first match on Friday Night SmackDown. Let me guys know what you gotta think about the in-ring debut of Motor City Machine Guns on WWE. Backstage, we got Byron Saxton about to interview Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. Byron Saxton says, we got Carmelo Hayes and Andrade just 1 week before for Game 7 matchup here on SmackDown. But tonight, and that's when Andrade said, "That's really not to talk about. You shut your mouth. Nobody cares. I mean, don't tell the coach's mouth, and nobody came to see you speak anyway. We'll just shut the hell up." And then that's another whole break loose between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes. But you guys, and I told you that those two is not going to stop wrestling. That the series is going to continue, proven next week. What you gotta think about the series that is going on between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes? Coming up next, we got ourselves a women's tag team match between the team of Naomi and Bayley as they face Nia Jax and Candice LeRae. What happened is that Bayley has thrown Candice LeRae back into the ring, and then out of nowhere from behind, she got attacked by Indy Hartwell. They shoved Bayley into the ring post, and then threw her back into the ring. And then Candice LeRae followed by a springboard moonsault onto Bayley for the 1, 2, 3, making Candice LeRae and Nia Jax the winner of this match. Here are your winners, the team of Candice LeRae and the WWE Women's Champion Nia Jax. And you can see by the look in her face that Nia Jax was surprised that her partner, was able to pick up the victory onto Bayley and Naomi. That stage was Byron Saxton and Nick Aldis. So Byron Saxton says, SmackDown general manager Nick Aldis. Nick reached out with the play between Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, and then she said Carmelo had been escorted to the British Center at the square circle, and that's week of SmackDown from Brooklyn. And then this is the personal issue, and this is Game 7. I decided that Venus versus referee quick and handle business. A referee who, quite frankly, hates both of these men equally. Talk about Andrade and Carmelo Hayes, and then that's when L.A. Knight shows up and says, I don't need to be involved with this, honest. I already beat both of them twice. So here's the thing. If you want to go ahead and go into the super strikes, I'll be the best person. I've been sitting about it for 20 years. We've been the ref and a wrestler. I said, but here's the thing, gentlemen. You come in there, I'll call it down the middle, and his card goes. You think you're signing up, but Charlotte said, no, I'm going to sign up for it. If it's like that, but the staff is setting. And your expiration date for this championship, up in smoke. So it goes. Yeah. Said by L.A. Knight. So next week, it's going to be Andrade. It's going to be Carmelo Hayes in Game 7 series. And the special guest referee going to be L.A. Knight. Yeah. It's time for your main event of the evening, and it is a face-off between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. So Roman Reigns was in the ring first, as the fans chant OTC, OTC, OTC. He picked up the microphone and looked at the crowd and says, Roman Reigns says, as he looked onto the crowd, Columbia, South Carolina. And the spotlight's on him. Maybe for the last time. Acknowledge me, says Roman Reigns. And then that's when Solo Sikoa debuts the hits as him along and him walking down the ring. Time Solo actually came solo numero uno all by himself without Jacob and Tamaka and Jacob Fatu at ringside. Now Solo and Roman Reigns are in the ring 1-on-1, eye to eye, as Roman Reigns says this to Solo. Earlier tonight, I heard that you told Jay that the family's stronger now. You told Jay that our bloodline was stronger now. I don't see it, says Roman Reigns. I don't see anything that tells me we're better off now. If anything, we're divided and broken. I wonder what that comes. I wonder why that's not familiar. Sounds like this is like what we think. Week in and week out. It's because we are living in a lawlessness. Thanks to Joe Biden and Kamala Harris is why everybody in the United States is divided more than ever before. Family versus family, friends versus friend. We got gender wars happening in the United States. Man versus woman. Everybody is so divided. United States versus Ukraine and Russia and China and North Korea and Israel and Pakistan. It's exactly why everybody is so divided. It's because of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. He said, after everything we've been through, everything we went through in this spring, everything that we lost through the summer, said Roman Reigns, and we stand here divided like this. Solo, I told my father that I could fix this. All I want to do is put us back at the promised land. I want titles, I want our race. I want paydays coming from the heavens. I want abundance. I want our family to be a priority. Tell me what I have to do to fix this. And then that's when Solo, sitting there with a smile on his face, beginning to laugh. And he says, what do you have to do? That's an easy one. That's easy, this woman. What do you got to do to fix this? I'll tell you what. All you got to do is acknowledge me, says Solo. And then that's what Roman Reigns says, with a disgust look on his face. And the fans began to chant, OTC, OTC, OTC. Roman Reigns look at Solo and says, I'll acknowledge you. There. I'll acknowledge you. Does that make us feel better? He's like, no. Woman, that's not good enough. Then Solo says, I need you to acknowledge me as your tribal chief, says Solo. And the friend doing Daniel Bryan says, no. He said, I need you to acknowledge me as your tribal chief, or else. Now he gave him an ultimatum, and Solo, he could just kept it out looking like that, but now he want to say, or else. So now Roman Reigns, with infurious anger, says, "Oh, else what?" Look at you. There he is. I know it. You never change. You never change. You will always want this, huh? Since you never change, I'll never change either. And they snap his fingers. Like, what you doing? And then Solo began to laugh, and here comes Jacob. Here comes Tomka. Here comes Tomka. And he looked like he was dragging in Jimmy Uso. What's going on with Jimmy Uso? What they doing to Jimmy Uso? He said Jimmy. Some of the Protection Champions got the whole of Jimmy Uso. And then you see Solo begin to try to hit him with a Samoan spike. But then Roman Reigns was able to move out of the way. And here it comes. Roman Reigns began to go in on Solo, doing Solo out of the ring. Here comes the Tag Team Champions, another Tomka. Roman Reigns knock on both of them out of the ring. Here comes Jacob Fatu, and with a clothesline onto Roman Reigns by the OTC. And then Superman punch onto Solo. Take down Solo. And then here comes that Faja, the flower that Roman Reigns was looking for, was right by his feet. So he began to pick it up. Look at it, and then he was beginning to put it around his neck. The flower. As he began to put it around his neck, he got a low blow by Solo. Solo from behind gave him the low blow. And now the Tag Team Champions began to go in on Roman Reigns, and then Jacob Fatu. Now it became 4-on-1. And then Jacob Fatu hit him with the DDT. Jacob Fatu hit Roman Reigns with the DDT. And then they all began to surround Roman Reigns. And remember, Jimmy Uso was checking out. Jey Uso left the building. So it was just Roman Reigns, along with the bloodline, as Solo began to give him the Samoan spike, as he been held back by the bloodline. And that's when you see Solo delivers Roman Reigns the Samoan spike, putting out Roman Reigns. The bloodline 2.0 versus Roman Reigns, 4-on-1. What you gotta think about the beatdown that end Friday Night SmackDown? Roman Reigns versus Bloodline 2.0. Thank you guys for joining me on this review. You are the real MVP. I give this. This is definitely a decent show. Hope everybody enjoyed this review. Don't forget to hit the like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell on all so you won't miss my upcoming live streams and videos like this. These pictures are actually free, and this definitely gonna be put up on a Monday. So, hope you're having a great Monday. Eat something good. Stay hydrated. Pay attention to your surroundings because we all living in the lawlessness of Joe Biden and Kamala Harris until the election. It's Baby Jet 83, and y'all have a blessed one. I'm about to go eat myself. Until then, I am signing out. Catch you on the next one. Deuces.